Think prescription drugs are always safe just because a doctor prescribed them. The truth is, many effective medications can silently harm an older person's body if used incorrectly or for too long without careful monitoring. According to a Harvard Medical School study, over 30% of hospitalizations for people over 65 in the U.S. each year are due to medication side effects, not their original illness. This story is not uncommon. Bill, 74, took his blood pressure medicine regularly for 5 years, never missed a dose, never changed his medication. But one day during a routine checkup, his doctor found his liver function had severely declined. It turned out that the very stabilizing drug, though correctly prescribed, caused a toxic buildup without regular checkups. It sounds paradoxical, but an older body does not react to medicine like a younger one. The liver is weaker, the kidneys filter slower, the brain is more vulnerable. Taking multiple drugs at once or continuing a seemingly harmless prescription for too long can lead to confusion, loss of balance, or liver and kidney damage that you would never expect. In this video, I will point out 5 common risks that medications can silently pose to older adults, along with clear solutions you can use to protect yourself starting today. If you are taking 2 or more medications daily or have a loved one over 60, this is a video you cannot afford to miss. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and share, because a small piece of information today might just prevent a major complication tomorrow. Now let's get started. Risk 1, side effects that silently damage the liver or kidneys. Here's something few people mention. Your liver and kidneys are the first organs that have to take the hit from everything you put into your body, including medicine. Every pill you take, whether for blood pressure, an infection, diabetes, or pain, is filtered by the liver and cleared by the kidneys. And if you take them long-term without paying attention, you could be exhausting these 2 organs daily without realizing it. The liver is your body's detoxification plant, and the kidneys are its waste filter. When you're young, your liver and kidneys are strong enough to work nonstop. But after age 65, your metabolism slows, and their filtering function declines. If you take many drugs at once or use one long-term, your liver works overtime to process them, while your kidneys struggle to remove the excess. Over time, damage begins to accumulate, silently, without obvious symptoms. Dorothy, 71, was hospitalized for persistent fatigue and mild nausea. Her doctors initially thought it was just old age, but upon checking they found her liver enzymes were abnormally high. The reason? A cholesterol medication she had used for 3 years without regular monitoring. Her doctor said if it had been a few months later, the liver damage could have become chronic. What makes this condition so dangerous is you feel nothing until your liver or kidneys are already seriously damaged. No pain, no fever, just a little fatigue, reduced appetite, maybe an occasional dull ache in your lower back, but it's so easy to ignore. If you are taking 3 or more medications daily or using a drug continuously for over 6 months, let this be a reminder. Do not wait for symptoms to get checked. Ask your doctor for a routine liver and kidney function test every 6 months, even just to be sure everything is still okay. That isn't being paranoid. It is protecting your most precious asset, your body's natural ability to heal. Another simple thing you can do today is drink enough water daily to support your kidneys. Do not increase doses on your own, and always ask your doctor about liver or kidney-related side effects before taking any new medication. You do not have to stop your medication. You need to learn how to use it correctly and get checked at the right time. Because health comes not just from treatment, but from the ability to listen to the silent cues inside your body. Your liver and kidneys will not say anything, but if you pay close attention, they will thank you in the quietest, most enduring way. Risk 2, drug interactions that reduce treatment effectiveness. Many older adults still think taking my medicine exactly as prescribed is good enough. But what few people realize is that when you take multiple medications at once, they can silently clash with each other inside your body. Not all drugs get along when combined. Some can cancel each other out or worse, increase toxicity without any warning. Drug interactions are most common in older adults because you often have to take 3 to 5 medications a day, a pill for blood pressure, one for diabetes, an anti-inflammatory, plus some supplements. Each medication has a different mechanism. When taken together, they might compete for absorption, disrupt the liver and kidneys during breakdown, and ultimately prevent some drugs from working as you expect. Thomas, 76, had high blood pressure and cholesterol. Despite taking his medicine regularly, his blood pressure did not improve. When his doctor reviewed his medication list, they discovered he was also taking an over-the-counter anti-inflammatory drug, something he thought was harmless. Yet that very medication interfered with the absorption of his blood pressure pills, making his entire treatment plan ineffective. Not to mention, certain foods also affect medications. For example, grapefruit juice can increase the concentration of some drugs in the blood, causing an overdose. Milk and calcium can hinder the absorption of antibiotics. These things are rarely mentioned on a prescription label, but they are the reason many people take medicine endlessly without their condition improving. Are you taking multiple different medications? Are you combining prescriptions with supplements, vitamins, or herbal remedies? If so, you need to bring a list of everything you are taking, including over-the-counter drugs, for your doctor to check for interactions. Ask your pharmacist every time you get a new medication, does this conflict with the medicine I am currently taking? A small act like asking one more question, writing down a drug's name, or bringing old pill bottles to your follow-up can help you avoid consequences that last for years. Proper treatment is not just about taking pills on time. It is about understanding what each one is doing inside your body. Remember, more is not always better, and consistent is not always effective. Sometimes an unsuitable combination is the very reason you are not getting well, despite trying so hard every single day. Risk 3. Sedatives can cause confusion and falls in older adults. There are nights you toss and turn, your mind racing with 100 thoughts. A tiny sleeping pill sounds so comforting, like a temporary escape from the exhaustion and chronic insomnia. But for older adults, sedatives or sleeping pills do not just help you fall asleep. Sometimes they can be the reason you lose your balance, feel confused, and are more likely to fall the next morning. Sedatives work by slowing down the central nervous system's activity. In younger people, the body can clear the drug quickly. But as you age, the liver and kidneys filter more slowly, causing the drug to linger in your bloodstream longer than necessary. The result is you might wake up feeling groggy, with slow reflexes, and especially prone to stumbling right after getting out of bed. Eleanor, 78, once slipped and fell in her bathroom in the middle of the night. At first, her family thought it was just an accident, but upon review, they realized she had just been prescribed a mild sleeping pill a few days prior. After switching to natural sleep support methods, her condition improved significantly, and she no longer had those unexplained falls. Studies show older adults who use sedatives have a risk of falling that is more than double that of non-users. These falls do not just cause scrapes or bruises. For an older person, a fall can lead to a broken hip, a head injury, and a whole chain of other dangerous complications like being bedridden, pneumonia, or losing the ability to care for yourself. If you are using sleep aids or sedatives, watch for signs like waking up with a foggy mind, being forgetful, feeling slightly dizzy, or disoriented. Do not hesitate to ask your doctor about the dosage, timing, or if there is a milder medication with less impact on balance and memory. Additionally, create a safe space for nighttime movement. Place a small nightlight, avoid tangled cords, and use non-slip mats. And if possible, try natural relaxation techniques like listening to soft music, taking a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing before bed. No one denies the value of a good night's sleep, but you must ensure that sleep does not come at the cost of your safety when you wake up. Your daytime alertness begins with how you sleep at night, and sometimes just one small adjustment is enough to change a whole chain of consequences later on. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, drop a 3 in the comments to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd encourage you to hit follow and ring the bell so you don't miss new videos. Your support helps us continue creating more helpful and inspiring content. Risk 4. Overusing pain relievers can cause addiction or stomach damage. Aches and pains are an unavoidable part of growing older. Sometimes it is just a dull backache. Other times, it is stiff knee joints every morning. And in those moments, many people choose a familiar solution, taking a pain reliever. It is fast, convenient, and relieves the pain immediately, seemingly harmless. But that very simple habit can lead you to major risks that few people adequately warn about. Some common pain relievers like ibuprofen, naproxen, or aspirin, if used frequently for long periods or without close monitoring, can cause stomach ulcers, gastrointestinal bleeding, or even liver or kidney failure. They work by inhibiting inflammatory substances, but they also thin the protective lining of the stomach. The consequence is, after months of use, you could develop silent ulcers without knowing it, until you feel severe abdominal pain, nausea, or notice blood in your stool. It does not stop there. Some stronger pain relievers, especially those containing opioids, have the potential to be addictive if used in excess or without clear guidance. The feel-good sensation after each pill makes many people become dependent without realizing it. And by the time they want to stop, their body will not let them anymore. George, 75, had chronic joint pain after an injury. At first, he only used the medication when absolutely necessary. But gradually, his dosage increased, and so did the number of times he took it per day. Until one day he started showing signs of insomnia and restlessness without the pills. And that is when his doctor had to intervene to wean him off step by step. He said, "I thought I was in control, but I never imagined the drug would control me." So what should you do? First, always ask your doctor about the maximum duration for using the drug. Do not take pain relievers long-term without a follow-up. If the pain recurs daily, ask your doctor to check for the root cause, instead of just soothing the symptom. Pay attention to stomach signs like bloating, a burning sensation in your upper abdomen, or loss of appetite, as that could be an early warning from within. Also, do not forget there are many other ways to help manage pain. Applying heat, gentle stretching exercises, using natural anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric or ginger, all can contribute to making you less dependent on medication. Pain relievers are not the enemy, but when used incorrectly, they can become a dangerous friend. Do not let pain make you panic, and do not let a pill make you drop your guard. Pain relief is necessary, but protecting your body for the long journey ahead is more important. And you can absolutely do that, starting with understanding today. Risk 5. Skipping regular checkups can miss potential hidden harm. Here is something many older adults believe. If the medicine was prescribed by a doctor, it must be safe. That belief is not wrong, but it can make you complacent about the silent risks unfolding inside your body. Because even the right medicine needs to be monitored regularly. No medication is completely harmless if used long-term without close supervision. Your body changes over time. Your liver, kidney, and cardiovascular functions all can gradually decline as you age. A dose that was suitable last year might not be safe this year. Without regular checkups, you might not realize that some of your biological markers have shifted out of the safe zone, and that leads to a serious consequence. You are still taking your medication faithfully, but you are unknowingly accumulating side effects day by day. Maria, 79, had maintained a stable prescription for 5 years without frequent follow-ups. When she started feeling body aches, difficulty sleeping, and a slight yellowing of her skin, she thought they were signs of aging. But when her daughter took her for a checkup, doctors discovered her liver function was severely impaired, a consequence of the arthritis medication she still took daily. The heartbreaking part is if it were detected just a few months earlier, the condition would have been completely reversible. Regular checkups are not just for when you feel tired. They are a way to catch changes before they become damage. All it takes is a simple blood test every 6 months to check your liver, kidneys, blood pressure, blood sugar, and other markers that reflect treatment effectiveness. If there are any abnormal signs, your doctor will make early adjustments, changing the dose, switching the drug, or adding other supportive methods. If you are on long-term medication, whether for blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or stomach issues, schedule regular checkups and keep clear notes. Do not wait until you feel that something is off. Critical organs like the liver and kidneys often do not speak up until they are already overloaded. And one more equally important thing, do not forget to bring a list of all medications and supplements you are taking to every doctor's visit. Even things you consider health supplements can affect test results or interact with your primary medications. Being proactive does not start with illness. It starts with awareness. The more you understand your body's condition, the healthier and safer your life will be. Do not place all your trust in a pill. Keep some of the responsibility for yourself by getting regular checkups, listening to your body, and always asking questions when needed. Because no one can take care of you better than a you who knows yourself well. We have just reviewed 5 silent risks that medications can pose, from liver and kidney damage and drug interactions that reduce effectiveness to sedatives causing falls and overusing pain relievers or forgetting regular checkups. These things seem small, but they carry big consequences, especially when you are at an age where your body starts reacting slower and is more vulnerable. The good news is you do not need to panic or stop your medication immediately. What you need is to better understand what you are taking, know what to ask, what to check, and how to listen. Just by making a small change, like reminding your doctor to check your liver and kidneys regularly, bringing a complete medication list to every follow-up, or not mixing drugs on your own, you have already reduced a lot of risks. I invite you tonight to open up your medicine cabinet and read the name of every single thing you are taking. Write them down and ask your doctor or pharmacist again about any possible interactions. And if it has been a while since your last general checkup, perhaps now is the right time to schedule one. Do not wait for your body to speak up. Be the one who discovers things early, not the one who regrets things late. If today's insights helped you realize something new, I hope you will leave a comment below. Tell me one action you will take after this video. One share from you could be what changes someone else's life, just as you are changing your own right now. And if you found this content helpful, do not forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with loved ones who are also taking medication daily. We cannot avoid medicine, but we can live more proactively, consciously, and safely with it. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. I will see you in the next one, where we will continue to learn how to live long, live healthy, and live with full understanding. Because health is something no one can give you except yourself.